Hi, I'm here for an interview with Kaveh. Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Kaveh. Nice to meet you. Your office looks amazing.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be asking you 75 questions today. Are you ready?
All right.
Let's do it. How long have you been working at ESCAP?
Around 6 years.
Okay, so tell me, what's the coolest thing in your office?
The UN Charter.
Which country chaired the first ESCAP Commission session you attended as DES?
Prime Minister of Fiji.
So do you think cities are the problem to promoting sustainable development or the solution?
Both really, especially in our region.
Can you tell us the most important achievement of ESCAP during the 75 years of its existence?
Helping the countries lift millions out of poverty.
Amazing. Is the DES position politically selected?
No, but some countries feel special ownership.
What is the core mandate for ESCAP that is irreplaceable?
Inclusive, sustainable development.
And what's your proudest moment at ESCAP?
Presenting all of our achievements in those big UN halls in New York.
Ooh, very interesting. What's your favorite book?
Favorite novel this year is How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia.
What challenges do you see ESCAP will be going through in 2022?
Trying to match the region's big problems with political ambition.
Okay, so if you could create one more ESCAP division, what would it be?
Financing the net zero transition.
Where do you hope to see yourself when you're 75 years old?
Looking back and watching the next generation surpassing all of our achievements.
Okay, this one's a doozy. Would you rather go 200 years into the future or the past for a day?
Into the future, to see if we made peace with the planet.
What's the biggest misconception people have about your position?
That it's all-encompassing, all-powerful.
And what are values and behaviors that you see amongst your ESCAP colleagues that make you the happiest?
I think integrity, professionalism.
Okay, so continuing on, what is happening in Asia Pacific with the Sustainable Development Goals?
Well, the progress is just too slow. We're running out of time.
You think the region will achieve the ambitions of the agenda?
Yes, but probably 30 or 40 years too late.
What's your favorite place in ESCAP premises?
The Deutung Cafe where we're going.
I bet you get free coffee too, huh? What's something you're really bad at?
SharePoint.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to get a job at the UN, what's the best path?
I would say intern with us, consult with us, get to know us.
What does ESCAP stand for?
Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific.
Okay, you ready for this one? Describe ESCAP in 3 words.
Wise old friend.
What's the biggest misconception about ESCAP's scope of work?
That we can do everything and we have endlessly deep pockets.
ESCAP is made up of how many member states?
53 member states, 9 associate members.
How many ESCAP executive secretaries have there been in the past 75 years?
We're on our 11th.
The work of ESCAP covers how many main areas?
8.
Can you list them out?
Sure. Economics, trade, energy, statistics, environment, social, disasters, and transport.
This one might be tough. How many people work at ESCAP?
Just over 500.
Oh. What's your first position at ESCAP or at the UN?
At the UN as a program officer in Nairobi.
What's the 3 words to describe your hope for the region?
Inclusive, sustainable, resilient, not very original, but essential. Sorry to crap. How much is a large latte? 75. 2, please.
What's the best part about working at ESCAP?
Well, it's the region.
Tell us one thing you want people to know about ESCAP.
That in our reports you find solutions to some of the region's biggest development challenges.
What do you love most about ESCAP?
I think it's the breadth of what we do.
What is a cause that is important to the ESCAP mission?
A decent life for 4.5 billion people in the region.
What do you hope we'll be doing next year?
Meeting face to face.
Okay. Tell us a fact that recently blew your mind.
That over 30 million children in our region are suffering from wasting from poor nutrition.
Where do you hope to see the region in 10 years?
Taking more of a leadership role on climate change.
Okay, one more. What does ESCAP mean to you?
Endless opportunities to make a difference.
We're doing so well, we're a little over halfway now. And moving right along, what does solidarity mean to you?
Finding common solutions to common challenges for the common environment.
Ooh, very interesting. What is the slogan for ESCAP 75?
Moving forward together.
What does it stand for?
Doing more as a region to face our challenges.
What's the best part about your job?
No 2 days are the same.
Oh. What's the hardest part about your job?
Doing this interview.
Yeah, I get it. How does it feel to be the head of a regional development arm of the United Nations for the Asia Pacific region?
Small.
Okay, I really gotta know. What is the first thing you do at work in the morning?
Check for urgent WhatsApp messages from my boss.
Okay. And what's the last thing you do before getting off work?
Do battle with my inbox.
Can you tell us something most people don't know about the work of the DES?
That is lonely.
What advice would you give someone who wanted to start a career at ESCAP?
You know, think about what you really want to do, who you want to help, and start there.
I imagine you have so much going on. So how do you manage stress?
Wordle.
Ah, that's really good advice. Okay, so then how about the best career advice you've ever received?
I can't remember receiving any.
What about the most important advice you would give the future generation?
Oh, I don't think the future generation needs my advice. They're way ahead.
How would you describe your typical day at work?
Standard 9 to 5, both in Bangkok and New York times.
One thing you are most proud of in your career?
Amazing partnerships that have gone from strength to strength after me.
One experience in your work life where you felt most nervous?
I think doing my first work interview in Spanish.
If you're not working in this field, what profession do you think you would like to work in?
Maybe architecture?
Ooh, very interesting. What's your work motto?
I don't have one.
What do you do on your days off?
Take care of my family.
Nice. How would you describe yourself in one hashtag?
Persistent.
Hashtag winning. Can you say something in another language?
Hafta depends.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. What's your favorite book of all time?
Favorite novel this year is How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia.
Best thing about Bangkok?
Endless summer.
What was your first job?
Working on micro enterprise finance.
Wow, so what led you to this career?
I don't know, I think a passion for environment and development.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you this. So what's your go-to productivity trick?
Speed reading.
What energizes you at work?
Good ideas.
Now, if you could trade places with anyone for a day, who would you choose?
Ronaldo.
Cool. Nice choice. What's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Oh, sit in the garden.
Definitely. What's something you're planning on doing in the next year that you've never done?
Oh my God, I'm not planning beyond next week.
If you could meet any historical figure, who would they be?
Cyrus the Great.
What's one professional skill you're learning right now?
Patience.
Why is it important?
Because in this business you need endless reserves of it.
Which is your favorite duty station?
Mexico City.
If there were no dress code, how would you dress for work?
Suit and tie, it's like my armor.
Hashtag don't tell me how to dress. What is one important skill that you think everyone should have?
Good writing.
I'm going to work on that. What are 3 things that you cannot live without?
Clean air, healthy food, livable planet.
Amazing. Okay, we've come to our last question. What would you like to say to celebrate the 75th anniversary of ESCAP?
Happy birthday to us.
Yay, we're finally done. 75 questions for the 75th anniversary of ESCAP. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll see you around in the coming events.